I didn't summarize the conclusion of my recording, which was yesterday, was day 3 yesterday. So on day 1, I recorded for 2 hours in the afternoon and did about 20 takes, which included a bunch of just starts and restarts after the first measure or line, or if I made a mistake too early on halfway through. And then I did another recording session for an hour in the evening on day 1 and did 9 takes. And on day 2, I think I did 2 hours of recording in the afternoon. I think I got about 9 takes. And then day 3, which was yesterday, I spent a lot of time because I had 2 potentially usable takes on day 2. So I spent a lot of time really trying to get it as perfect as I could, trying to get the interpretation, and definitely no missed notes on day 3. So I spent 2 hours in the early afternoon session on day 3, and then I took a break and took photos for the album cover, which that took 2 hours. And then I went back and did another 2-hour recording session later in the afternoon, and in total on day 3 I had 61 takes, which were, again, including a bunch of starts and stops and restarts after just the first opening notes if the phrasing wasn't as good as I wanted it. So in total, across the 3 days, I probably got close to 90 takes. Full takes, probably I only got, it was just maybe, 10% actually, full takes getting through the whole piece. But for various reasons, too many wrong notes or whatever. So the majority of all of those takes was just stopping and restarting. Or actually, on day 3 in the afternoons, I kept getting interrupted by phone calls. It was going well, and I was midway through, there were no mistakes, and I was interrupted, and the dog started barking on a couple of takes as well when things were going well, so that was not my playing error. But that was frustrating, getting interrupted. So all in all, it was cool. It was a long, exhausting process, but hey, this is a fun activity to do on my week off from covering the hospital epilepsy monitoring service. So this was my activities for the week. Let's see. So I am very amateur, like I was saying, and I just plugged my microphone in. It has a bunch of fancy settings and a fancy app. So I made adjustments, a lot of trial and error, and each of the subsequent recording sessions, as I was listening back, I was making tweaks to the microphone settings. And then I really don't do any manual post-production adjustments because I don't know how to do that. And also, anything that has to be done on a computer, I just won't do it. Everything I do, it has to be able to be done on my phone, and luckily this fancy microphone, it comes with an app. So in the settings, it offers this very amateurish option, but it has this enhanced feature, which I guess, I don't know, it does the job good enough. We'll see. I'm gonna try to upload it to the streaming platforms. I hope the file is gonna get accepted. Again, this is my very first time, and so this is how I did it with no audio engineering experience and having no idea of how to operate audio engineering post-production software on the computer. I look at what other people do and I just am flabbergasted. So everything was just done on my phone. So if you're ever wondering if you are interested in recording an album and putting it on streaming platforms, it can be done with just a plug and play USB, nice quality, fancy microphone, if it comes with an app where you can manually do adjustments, add in, have adjustments for compression, add in reverb, level adjustments. And the app had some version of a post-production enhancement. So I just kind of use that. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to pick the final vote of the audio file, and I'm gonna pick the final album cover for the single, and I'm gonna have it set to release on Monday.